Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince is officially launching onto the Nintendo Switch on December 1st. And today we're going to be going over the brand new details that we have regarding the online functionality. Essentially, how online will work in this monster taming slash Pokemon type experience for the Dragon Quest franchise. A lot of players have been wondering if this is just going to be an exclusively single player game. It turns out that it won't be. You'll have access to the online features, and within them, like you typically would have expected for Pokemon to do, it will have competitive battles featuring plenty of brand new changes that you probably didn't necessarily expect. I'm going to be leaving a link in the description below for this latest Square Enix blog update for Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince, as I'm also going to remind some of you who might be watching my channel for the very first time that I already have two other separate videos talking about the brand new features that this game will be offering that you probably didn't expect to see, not only in the Dragon Quest franchise, but specifically from the previous iterations of this game. First and foremost, a variety of brand new game modes will become available that will allow you to hone in your skills and battle against monster wranglers from around the world. Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince releases, of course, once again on December 1st with a host of new game modes that can be enjoyed via the internet connection. Much loved online matches will return to the series, but new features will also be added, such as the online shop and quick fire contests, which use your party's data to conduct automatic battles. There's something here for every player to enjoy and hone your skills as a monster wrangler. This is all, of course, information provided through their blog update. Some of the screenshots you should be able to see. Sadly, they're in Japanese, but essentially you should be able to get a clear picture at some of the loadout options you're going to be able to see there. But first and foremost, if you want to be able to have full online access, you're gonna have to speak to Fizzy. This is this white little monkey looking character that's kind of very weird ultimately. And they mentioned that Fizzy isn't just an expert when it comes to training monster wranglers, she's also an internet whiz. Speak to her in Rose Hill Tower to see all of the online options available to you, as well as purchasable downloadable content. So they do specifically mention that post-launch they will be dropping some DLC for sure, but we kind of already knew that if you watch one of my previous videos. They mentioned that battle using the magic of the internet as an online shop opens and win the opportunity for many victory prizes. The game's three main online features are online battles, quick fire contests, and the online shop. If you perform well in online battles and quick fire contests, you can earn rewards that include new monsters and rare items. In the online shop, you can spend your gold coins that you obtain with items like different scrolls, which then teach new talents to one of your monsters. Whether you want to put your skills to the test or simply do a little shopping, there's plenty of ways to improve yourself as a monster wrangler. So let's be very clear. First and foremost, you have the online battles. This is you versus another player, online versus pretty straight up, not much of a confusion there. Then you have the quick fire contest, which is pretty much the automated battles based off of the data that essentially you provide the game, your team versus some other AI's teams. And lastly, of course, the online shop. And we're going to be breaking those down a little bit going forward. First and foremost, the online battles, there are several different categories of battles to choose from. Ranked matches pit you against other players around the globe as you compete for the top spot in the rankings. So do remember that there's always online rankings to be mindful of. By racing through the ranks, you can earn rare accessories and other items to make your monster stronger. Then there's another option in friend matches where you can play for fun against other wranglers who you have registered as friends. So pretty much anyone in your friends list, if they happen to be playing the game and they have access to the online, you can instantly have some friend matches, but they will not count towards the ranking. Lastly, the multiplayer tournaments features up to 8 players crashing in a knockout format. So fight your friends, fight your rivals, and don't stop until you reach the top. So pretty much a traditional tournament mode, which is really nice. The fact that they added multiplayer tournament options into just you having to go versus one another It's a pretty nice thing. It's a pretty nice touch. They don't necessarily confirm if you, for example, have a couple of friends and then you want to bring in some randos from the internet, if those options are going to be enabled there, or it only has to be 8 people who are in your friends list to be able to battle each other. We don't have those confirmations as of right now, but ultimately it is pretty nice to be able to see. And ultimately what it does mean is that you're going to be able to have a lot of people set up tournaments ahead of time, and you'll be able to play with others online, which should be really fun, especially those friends who play through like Discord and Slack and things of that nature. Should be able to have a lot of fun with this. Moving over to the quick fire contest, once you register your party's data, this would be the AI battles, you're ready to compete in quick fire contests. These are massive competitions that use the data of 30 players to conduct battles automatically in the blink of an eye. You can earn rewards from quickfire contests once per day, but they include items that can raise your monster stacks, as well as identical monsters, B or a tier below. Remember, you cannot get A, S, or triple S rewards in these type of battles. From any team that you defeat over the course of the competition, you'll earn different types of rewards. After a contest, you can view the details for each one of the battles, as well as your opponent's party data to conduct sparring matches for practice. Utilize this information to improve your party's competition and tweak your tactics. Lastly, quickfire contests are a fast and easy way to strengthen your party, recruit new monsters, and earn useful rewards. So a lot of players will actually be opting in to have a quickfire contest party setup that will most likely end up following the meta access to it. You'll end up seeing some 30 or so battles kind of like quickly get simmed across the globe with different players' data, and ultimately you end up getting automatic rewards based on how your team performs versus other teams who are already been set up through the automatic battle competition. I do like the fact that they are saying based on the number of wins that you end up having, you'll end up getting different rewards. New monsters will be recruited, new items will be added, but with the understanding that you're not gonna get A, S, or triple S monsters added to your tier, or big monsters at that. Remember that there are different iterations of those monsters, kind of like shinies if you want to compare them to Pokemon. Big versions of those monsters are essentially the shinies, the rarer version, and those monsters will not be appearing as rewards as part of this option. Lastly, they mentioned that the online shop updates the stock every day, meaning that real world days rather than in-game days. So pretty much every 24 hours the shop will update. The items that become available also change as you progress through the story, with special scrolls that can teach you new talents to a brand new monster. Many powerful accessories, as well as the selection of delectable meats, will be available in the online shop, as something of value for each one of the monster wranglers of all levels will be available on a daily basis. Be sure to check your regularly and try not to let all the gold burn a hole in your pocket. So ultimately, make sure you earn that in-game currency, make sure you put it to good use, and new rewards will become available, or new purchasables will become available each and every single day through the online shop option. So ultimately, to me, this seems like a no-brainer what they're doing with the online interactions. Now, it still remains to be seen how stable it will be, obviously, on the Nintendo Switch. That is always a concern when you see how stable online connectivity might be. But even for Pokemon, which I think we can all agree has not necessarily been all that great, all you really need is a somewhat decent Wi-Fi and you should be able to stay online, mostly because of the fact that you are playing a monster taming versus turn-based type of experience versus one another, not necessarily a full action game or something even like Mario Kart, which for some reason that game still has connection issues, being available even 10-12 years since the last one. So at the end of the day, it's pretty surprising how bad the internet is on the Nintendo Switch, but this one hopefully will have a little bit of a better, more stable connection. But that's about all the information that I have for you guys today regarding the new features that are going to be added for Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince when it comes to the online connectivity and game modes that are going to be available in the game. But again, if you have the time, maybe check out the other videos that I've put out, as new features have been added, not just for the offline experience, but of course the online as well. If you're brand new to my channel though, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up, and as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya.